Where do you think you're gonna find your wife? If you had to guess,
I
obviously you don't know.
I
You don't
don't
know.
even want to
Okay,
guess.
okay. But like, if you had to guess, nobody's perfect. No single Christian influencer, not even the biggest one in the world, is perfect person.
I don't want someone to record me and be like, he's a Christian, but he's doing this.
What are like the positives and downsides of a public relationship?
So I will say the negatives completely outweigh the pros.
If we ever need more girl influencers to show up, I'm just gonna say Matty Moore's
Stop.
coming. What are your thoughts on the new product?
I think it's going to be great.
You think it's gonna be great?
I can't spoil anything.
You can't spoil it, no.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back to Safe Haven. Today we have a returning guest of our biggest episode ever, Matty Moore, a D1 athlete, a content creator, a Christian, a entrepreneur, and also someone that watches every episode of the podcast I just found out, which is so sick. How's it going, Matty?
I'm great. How are
Dude,
you, bro?
I'm great. I appreciate you coming back on here. You realize that you were the biggest episode we ever had.
Really?
It was the beef one.
Oh my gosh, and that was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. I think we should break the record. We should have even more views for this one.
Yeah, let's do it, bro.
Let's do it, dude. I'm excited to dive into everything, but I want to start off with who you are, because I think a lot of people do know who you are because they know me, and I think we're very similar in our audiences. But for the people that don't know you, who are you? Like, how did you get started on content? Then I'll go a little bit into faith, but let's start on your content journey. How's that been?
Yeah, so when I was a freshman in high school, I was 14. I posted a video. It's like a dumb video, and it like blew up. And I would kind of just post like every once in a while. I mean, it kind of got pretty big when I was like 14, 15, freshman, sophomore in high school. But I wouldn't have called myself like a content creator because I wasn't like consistent. I was just posting for fun. I was like posting thirst traps.
Were you getting picked on a lot when you were that age?
No, honestly.
Really?
Maybe like guys in public would like try and troll, but like not often.
Because
Like,
when I got started when I was like 14, dude, it was like that was like the worst period ever where people would like make fun of it.
Really?
Now people don't care, but like, dude, back then I thought you might have had the same experience.
no, it wasn't too bad. I didn't post that much. Like,
Okay.
I remember, I'll get into that, but when I met you, that was when it kind of all changed. So yeah, I did it for like 2 years, just kind of posting like once a week, but everything would go like crazy viral. Like, it was nuts. And then I met him and Gibson and our guy Mike for the first time, and you guys helped me out for sure.
Yeah, we got you to lock in.
Just told me that there's actually a business you can create out of it.
Yeah.
Can set my life up a little bit, and there's more to it. And then from that day, we were talking about this a little bit. From that day, I've been posting 3-4 times a day on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I'm on Snap now, and yeah, it's just what I do now.
It's like a full business for you now. That's like your full-time job.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then tell me about your faith. So was your faith something that grew stronger as you did it, or have you always been religious? What's that journey been like for you?
So, I mean, I always would say I'm Christian, you know, like I went to church, but I wasn't saved until I had an encounter with Jesus. I had talked about that in a YouTube video. I had an encounter with Jesus, and I was saved. It was after a breakup, got super lost in life, super depressed, worst I've ever felt, and then I was saved. It's a pretty crazy story. God is good.
Yeah, you've told me, dude. It's crazy. Not that many people have that. Like, actually, a good amount of people do have experiences. I feel a lot of people, if they're not Christian, at least once in their life will have an experience, which is really interesting. But now let's kind of mix those things together. Let's talk about faith and content. So you've kind of always been Christian, as you said. What really made you switch and become like, I feel like you could classify yourself as a Christian content creator. What was that switch that was like, okay, I want to apply this to basically all aspects of life, relationships, like myself, but also content now?
Yeah, so the biggest thing for me was when I was saved. I mean, why would I not post about it? Like, and how much it changed it saved my life. You know, like I don't think I would have ever done anything to myself, but I definitely would like have bad thoughts, you know, like I was in a deep hole and I was saved. Why would I not share that? Why would I not share the good news? You know, like I know what it's done in my life, and I want to see it happen in other people's lives too. And I think as Christians, that's what we're called on to do. You know, spread the word above all things. That's what we're called to do. And just plant that seed for people. And why would I not? You know, I have a platform. Like, I've been so blessed. God has blessed my life so much. Like, I'm so undeserving of what I have, and God's blessed me so much. Why would I not spread his word? You know?
No, that makes sense. Exactly. I agree. Do you feel like your content is going in a more Christian route? Like, as you get stronger in your faith, do you think it's going more and more into Christian?
Yeah, it is. The hardest thing I've had to deal with is when I'm posting about it a bunch, but I'm not doing my part in working on my relationship with Jesus. Because there has been times where I'm posting about it, but I'm not actively in my Bible a lot. I mean, when I first got to college, I was all over the place. Like, I didn't open my Bible for a month and a half. Still pray, but I didn't necessarily wasn't on fire for Jesus like I was for 6-7 months, which is it's normal.
6-7 months.
Yeah, I don't know why I said should have expected that. It's different when you're not on fire because then you really have to lock in on it, and a lot of it goes back to like I didn't feel like I deserved to be posting about it, and then I would get very lost in it, and I'm trying to make sure I'm working on my relationship with Jesus, and that's prioritized way over posting about it, you know?
Yeah.
And I try and keep that first above all things because at the end of the day, none of this matters. You know what I mean?
Agree. I feel like, though, everyone has, like, phases like where you're, like, super on fire for Jesus, and there's times where people are, like, you're more in the questioning phase. I think it's normal, like, to have questions or, like, be not as into it as long as you always, like, try to find your way back. And I think, like, it's really easy to have those spurts where you're not as into it. But one thing that's, like, hard when you're a content creator, especially when you're posting every single day, is, like, dude, you have to put your best foot forward with content. You have to show off, like, basically yourself in, like, a perfect light, when in reality, no one's perfect. And, like, it's hard sometimes because, like, you can preach something, but then you can also be a sinner as well. So, like sometimes you feel like a hypocrite. Do you ever feel like it discourages you from posting? Do you only post about things when it's, like, Christian, when you also feeling on fire for Jesus? Or do you also, like, post no matter what because you just want to get the word out there?
That's a great question. I think the biggest thing for me is realizing that we are undeserving, but our God's so merciful and graceful. Like what he did on the cross, we'll never earn that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he died for us. At the end of the day, like no one's above his sacrifice, and just understanding that, because that is the good news at the end of the day. That's the gospel. Like we're never gonna be good enough to go to heaven. It's not a thing, you know?
Exactly.
And that's the biggest thing I've had to work on, because if people, for example, if people heard how I talk off social media, like I'll be transparent. I have a bad mouth. Like I'd say cussing, pride, and I want to say lust are my three things I struggle with most. And I don't talk about that much because I try to, like, obviously we're never going to be Christ. Like we won't even be close. We'll never be close. We'll always fall short. But I know that people look at me as a Christian online, and I have to represent that to the best of my abilities. I can't be online cussing a ton. I can talk about how I struggle with it, and we're all sinners, and we're all going to fall short, because at the end of the day we are.
I think it's so good though that you're open about it. I think because online people look at Christians, especially Christian influencers, at this, like, very judgmental light. Like if they see a Christian influencer doing something, they're like, oh my gosh, like you're doing this but you say this. It's like it's so easy to have, like, the judgmental light on it. People don't realize, like, nobody's perfect. No single Christian influencer, not even the biggest one in the world, is perfect person. And I think when you're upfront and honest about what you struggle with, because everyone has their struggles, when you're upfront and honest about those struggles, then people can respect that and understand. Like if you want to do something or you do something, you shouldn't be, like, ashamed or, like, try to hide it. Like you just be honest. Like, I'm not a perfect person. Yes, I want to preach this word, but also, like, I mess up as well. And I think that's what you just did perfectly. I think that shows a lot of, like good, like, just good morals. Like the fact that you're not hiding it. It's a big battle for people. They hide all their sin. They hide their struggles. And I think it's really good that you don't hide those things. Like I struggle with cussing sometimes. Like I don't cuss online because I don't. If I can make a video multiple times, I don't do it. I can have pride sometimes. I mean, when you have, you know, lots of followers, like, it can get to your head sometimes, or, like, people recognize you. It definitely gets your head. And I think we have a lot of similar struggles. So it's like, I think it's really respectful that you're able to admit that. And because of that, I think it makes it a lot harder for people to judge you. But when you're not admitting those things, people online judge you, especially when you're a Christian creator. Like the insane amount of judgment you get. Like, dude, I made a video saying I don't post secular, like, I don't listen to secular music. So, like, when I'm in the gym, I don't play secular music. When I'm in my car, I don't play secular music. When I'm making a TikTok trend, the point of that is to make a good video. I'm not focused on listening to a song purely, just making a TikTok trend. Every time I make a video now that has secular music in it, my comments are like, oh, this is secular music, isn't it? And, like, the fact that I'm just trying to preach, like, doing something good, they judge you even more for that.
It's funny. I about a week ago I posted a video, and it was super late at night, and I finished reading my Bible, like, was super on fire for God that day. Like, it was a great day. And then I went and I was like, it was like 1 a.m. and I was like, you know, I'm gonna post a video just about Jesus. And I forget what I said. I think, like, said like stop trying to please the world when the world crucified a perfect man.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't listen to the sound. I just typed it out and like filmed myself for 5. So you know how I post
Yeah.
sometimes. I'll literally just film my face for 5 seconds and put text over it.
Mhm.
I didn't listen to the music at all. I didn't even acknowledge it. And then I posted it, and it got like 1 million views. And I listened to the music after. And I was like, oh my gosh.
What was the song?
It was like a Kanye song, but
Oh,
like
okay.
a very bad part of a
Yeah.
Kanye song.
Yeah.
And most of the comments were about that. And I think it comes with it, right? It comes with the territory. If I'm
Yeah.
posting about God, obviously if this sounds terrible, it comes with it. But it does go back to, it's just so hard to like, we're never going to have this perfect image, you know?
Exactly.
Because we're not.
But do you feel like you have to uphold it? Like, are there things you do? I mean, obviously, you try to avoid things because you're a Christian.
Mhm.
But do you ever, like, think that social media might be a cause of you acting more Christian because you're worried people
Yes,
will, like, judge you for it?
absolutely. I'd say, for example, my team, like,
Mhm.
a lot of the guys go out. Not even everyone drinks. Like, love my team, right? Like, fun,
Yeah.
so fun to be around. And let's say we have a big win, and all the teams going out to somewhere after, right? And I would love to go and not drink. Like, I don't need to talk to girls and just hang with my boys, you know? Like,
Yeah.
genuinely just laugh with my guys. And
Yeah.
I haven't gone because I don't want someone to record me and be like, he's a Christian, but he's doing this, you know? Like, it truly has stopped me from doing stuff like that. And
That's fair.
I haven't. I go to bed, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and I do wish I could. And maybe I can. But I don't want someone to see me and think, oh, this is what a Christian does. He's a hypocrite. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I mean, that's huge. Like, 'cause, like, people judge Christianity based on what they see in Christians, and that can come off really badly. Because even if, like, for example, even if, like, you and someone, say you're dating a girl, and, like, you guys, like, are very Christian, you guys keep God first, but, like, someone sees you guys, like, move in together, like, people will just assume things, and, like, that just makes a bad representation for Christianity. So I get that point as well. So it's like, even if you're not doing anything bad, like, you're not, because you never drink, I've never drank, but
Never
even if you
said,
go out,
yeah.
people assume it. And, like, I'm fully honest, like, I don't go out, but when I moved here, I went out once with my friends to just be me with my friends, like you said, and then I went out once for Halloween because I dressed as an anime character, and I
Mhm.
wanted to wear my costume. I didn't drink either times. I went out, and, like, people were commenting pictures of it, like, saying, oh my gosh, Haven goes out, he's not practicing when he preaches, when in reality, Jesus didn't talk to perfect people, he talked to sinners. Jesus put himself in sinners, like,
sat
with sinners.
yeah.
Like, why is it bad to be around? I get that, like, it's a bad image, but I feel like people, like, they get mad at you when you're even in a scenario, even if you're not doing anything bad.
Yeah, I agree. I think the biggest thing is God knows our heart.
Yeah.
You know, like, if we're going out and we just want to have fun with our friends, like, we're not getting super. And I mean, I don't drink. It's just a personal thing. Like, I don't
Yeah.
choose to drink. It's not a sin to drink. Drunkenness is a sin.
Yeah.
You know, it's a sin to get wasted.
Yeah.
And even if I've never had a sip of alcohol in my life. If
Mhm.
I were to go out and have a drink, not get drunk, that would be looked at in such a bad light. And I think,
yeah.
like, it really is just God looks at your heart and God knows your intentions. You know, if you really are going out to have a fun time with your friends, like, you're not looking to go find a girl to hook up with. You're not looking to go get hammered.
Yeah.
You just want to go and have a good time with your friends. And honestly, it's probably the best spot to talk about Jesus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%. You're
I've
around
gone
sinners.
out twice in my life, and it's just something that I don't enjoy, to be honest. Like,
Mhm.
I went out at Florida State 2 times, and I don't necessarily get conviction when I'm there, but I'm just like, I don't belong here. Like, what am I doing here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like, being surrounded by all these things, and they're not even temptations for me. Like, I honestly don't like them at all.
Yeah.
But it's still like I'm surrounded by all these things that aren't good. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And I think that I kind of go back to your point earlier. You can actually, like, preach that. Like, it's a good place to preach. Like, a lot of people that go out, like, they're drowning their problems with, like, alcohol or drugs
Yeah.
or, like, sex. Like, that is a huge escape for people. In reality, I feel like a lot of people, yes, they do it for fun, but they also do it to, like, drown things out.
100%. Forget
And
about
if you-
reality for a little bit.
Exactly. And if you meet people in that scenario, like, you can just, like, talk about your story. And I when I went out in Fort Lauderdale for the first time, I don't go either. I've been out twice here. I went once with my friends, once for Halloween. When I went out here, I literally would have people come up to me, talk to me, and then they'd ask me about social media. But then, like, I'd always try to find a way to tie in, like, God, like, yeah, like, I don't really go out here. I'm not, like, drinking, but, like, like my life is like really good, like telling a story, like my testimony, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And like you actually can have really good conversations when you're in those scenarios. So I think like when people try to like hide things that they do, it's
Mm-hmm.
way worse than just being honest. Like, yeah, we've both like been out, but like we don't like do a lot of the sinful things when we're out, and actually we evangelize when we're out. So I think that's like a really important thing, and being honest about it, just like being honest about anything. People love authenticity and honesty.
Yeah, of course.
And coming on here and just saying like what you struggle with, what we do, it's like I think it's really, really, really respectful of you. And I mean, when you're out, probably though, you also probably have a lot of girls going for you too, because that's what you're known for. So it's like,
Yeah.
how do you control faith and then girls? Obviously not like when you're out, you're not really tempted because there's a like that's not really like what you're into. But like
Mhm.
when like now that you're single as well, like how do you control your faith and then put it in relationships? Because I mean you've had a lot of viral stuff recently about relationships. I want to focus on kind of like how you put faith first in relationships and how do you kind of navigate relationships using faith.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, I think you have to be equally yoked. It just doesn't end well if you're not, like, and it's not necessarily a fault on the other person. It's just, I believe marriage, as Christian, marriage is a covenant with Jesus, and it's two people becoming one, you know? And if the other person doesn't believe that, then what are you really doing? Like, you're not becoming one.
Exactly.
So there's just no point. That's why at
It's
the end of the
legal
day, you need to
document.
be equally
Yeah.
yoked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you think you've ever been equally yoked with someone?
In a friendship? Yes.
In a relationship?
No.
No.
And that's no fault on that. I mean, like, I've talked about it. Like, it's such a messy situation. Like,
Yeah.
just trying to kind of move forward, work
100%.
on forgiveness. Definitely something that I need to work on, and being very judgmental, because I definitely am.
It's hard.
Mentally, like, in my head, very judgmental. Not necessarily because I don't go out, but like, I'll definitely, if I see someone that goes out a ton, I'll be like, oh, what are they doing?
Yeah.
And I mean, we all have our own problems. Like I said, if you heard me heard me speak, you'd probably be like, this guy's got a bad mouth. You know what I mean? Like, we all have our own things, and I think just realizing and like putting my pride to the side and understanding like we all have things we struggle with is huge for me. Because I mean, I wouldn't date a girl that goes out all the time, but I can't expect my girlfriend to be perfect. You know what I mean?
Like, there's always going to be one bucket that, because no one's perfect. So it's like people go into these relationships with like standards, but like there's always going to be that one thing that's not perfect for you. For example, you could have a girl that's like really Christian, but then like her one thing is like she goes out and you don't like that. You could have a girl that never goes out, but like isn't really like Christian and like just has good morals. Like there's always going to be like some, because we're also going to have that. Like a girl's going to want to date one of us, and then they're going to be like, okay, well, this guy has like a little bit of an ego, or this guy cusses a lot. And like, I'll be honest, like I struggle with the judgmental thing, because like I would say I work pretty hard. Like I, not only in business, but like I work hard in my faith. Like I really get to the word a lot, but I also like I don't do a lot of things. Like I don't drink, I don't do that stuff. And like when you hold yourself to these standards and seeing other people that just like don't hold themselves to those standards, it's so easy in your mind to be like, that person's not as good as me, or that person's like, they're just like, it's easy to judge. Like I always struggle with judging. Like I actually pray about it all the time. Recently, for like the last couple months, I've just been praying like, help me not be as judgmental. And like I've actually been able to be better. And that's like why like one of the times I went out with my friends, because like I didn't want to judge them for it. I just wanted to be with them, hang out with them for what they enjoy. It might not be what I enjoy, but I want to be with them. It's so hard not to judge people when you hold yourself to these standards that these people don't just like follow. But like it's so important not to judge, because as Christians we're not supposed to judge, because we are just as imperfect as them. And like that's something I've been working on realizing, and I think I've gotten a lot better recently, but it's still obviously a problem. But I don't even know what I was just responding to now. I just kind of went off on that.
Nah, it's good thing to talk about.
Yeah.
It's because it's hard, man. Like, it really is hard. Like, naturally we just judge people. And I will say, I don't want to talk about it too much, just because I've said what I've said. Like, it's time to move on. But I probably was a little too judgmental in my last relationship, and like, it just wasn't gonna work at the end of the day. And it was almost like forcing it. I didn't like how I was treated, and just very different lifestyles. And I'm not saying anything's right and wrong, you know what I mean? Like, but it just wasn't gonna work. Yeah. And sometimes you just have to turn that page and move on, you know?
So now this new page, are you looking for a wife, or what are you doing now?
No. If it falls in my lap, it falls in my lap. If God gives me it. But I've kind of talked to you a little bit about this. Like, I don't necessarily like want it right now. Like, I want to set my life up. I want to become the man that I need to be for my future wife before I get her. Like, I want to financially set myself up. I want to be great relationship with Jesus, so I can reflect Jesus' love onto her. Because there were definitely things that I did wrong too in relationships. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not perfect by any means. And I want to become the man I want to be before my wife, before I find her. And obviously it's different for you. I mean, you met probably your wife when you were 14,
we'll
however
see.
old
So
you were.
I think I've heard a lot of people talk about it, and it's like, why would God give you his daughter if you're not ready for his daughter? Because like your wife, like the wife's daughter. And I think, like, yes, that's true for a lot of people, but like sometimes it just like happens. Like, I wasn't really like into Christianity. I don't think I was saved when I met my girlfriend. She actually brought me a lot closer to it. And that happened when I wasn't like in the best place, but like I've been able to grow with her. So I think everyone has a different story. I think when people say like you're not going to get a wife until you're ready for a wife, I get the point, but I actually disagree. I think like sometimes it just happens when you need it. Like you can get a partner that's going to actually help you strengthen your faith and strengthen that relationship. That's kind of what happened with me, and I'm really grateful for that. But like with you, like I definitely get your point where it's like you don't want really until you know that you can treat them with the utmost respect. But also like, dude, you got to think about it. Maybe finding someone now could help you become that better man. Like,
Absolutely.
That's the big part of a relationship.
But it has to be the right person. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, I will never force something again that I know, like, deep down probably won't end up in marriage. You know, like, if I'm dating someone, I'm dating them for marriage. And that's the biggest advice I have to y'all. Don't just date for fun, because breakups and heartbreak sucks. It's awful. Like, it's not fun. And don't set yourself up for that. If you don't see yourself marrying that person, don't lead it on. Because then you're with them for a year or two and you break up, and it hurts, bro. Like,
sure.
It hurts to see them with someone else. It hurts to move on, you know, because you obviously had great times with that person. And it sucks, but you have to. But just don't set yourself up for failure, please. Like, find someone who's equally yoked and you actually think you have a future with.
Where do you think you could find a wife? Where do you think you're going to find your wife? If you had to guess,
obviously
you don't know.
I don't even want to guess.
Okay. But like, if you had to guess,
I'd love to find her in church.
Church.
That'd
That's
be the
valid.
best spot. You know what I mean? Like,
church
but
is a good spot.
at the end of the day, God works in his own ways. Whatever's in his will is going to happen.
Yeah.
And I'm not forcing anything. I'm sitting back and I'm waiting. I'll
Okay.
just focus on myself, focus on God, focus on my relationship with him. And, I mean, God willing, whatever happens, happens. But hopefully I can become the man I want to be. And then...
That makes sense. Now, in regards to faith and relationships, I think we just covered that. But faith and, like, content and business, I want to touch more on that. So you've been doing, like, obviously your content's been doing well for a long time, and you've been mixing in faith as well. But, like, in regards to how you approach the business side of content, are there things and opportunities that you've had a decline because of your faith, or, like, things that your values have cost you or brought you? You think long-term holding those values has helped? Like, what's been, like, the business side and faith when it comes to content?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if I get a sound promo, for example, it's a song where you get paid by the artist and, like, the record label to post that song. If the song's, like, crazy bad, like, saying awful things, I won't do it. Like, I'll turn it down. I've turned down dating apps. I'm not necessarily against dating apps. I just think 90% of the time it leads to lust. You know what I mean? Like, it's not necessarily about love. It's a lot of people looking for lust. A lot of people struggle with it, you know? And I just didn't want to promote that. I have a younger audience my age, you know? Like, I don't want to promote that to people and lead them down a wrong path. So I've turned things like that down. I mean, obviously, I'm not doing any, like, OnlyFans or things like that.
Yeah. Would you ever associate yourself with, like a person known for, like, OnlyFans or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean associate myself? Like
make content with them, or like... Yeah, okay,
I
gotcha.
would. I mean, like you said earlier, Jesus sat with sinners, you know? And if I can plant that seed and be that seed, like... The thing I've had to learn, and, like, I'm sure you have a lot of friends that aren't saved as well, and, like, it's hard because I want them to...
it's really hard
to find Jesus, but we can't save them. Jesus can. All we can do is plant that seed and let God work.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, it's all you can do. Plant the seed.
That's been, like, the biggest thing I've been, like I've known that, and, like, it's so important because I have, like, really, really close friends that are not Christian at all. And, like, I know for a fact that telling them about it more isn't going to do more. and then all that stuff now is for me to just like live what I preach. But like we can only plant the seed, as you said. God is the only one that can make someone truly have faith and believe. And it's like we can never do that. And I hate when people like they try to force someone into it. It's like you can't force someone into it.
It'll make them despise it.
Exactly. And so many people do it. So many churches do it. It's you can't force. You have to truly just showcase like through your life, and then you can plant the seed and just tell them about it. But that's literally it.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus in the Bible, it doesn't tell us to save people. Like Jesus saves. That's it.
Yeah.
Like nothing's good enough besides the fact that Jesus died on the cross. And if I'm just shoving it down someone's throat, you know what I mean? Like constantly on them, like you need to do this, you need to do this. They're just gonna stop hanging out with me, and they're just gonna dislike it even more. But if you just let your life show, which is a lot of why I don't do the things we talked about, especially online. If you just let your life show, like Jesus' love, people will gravitate towards you, and then you tell them, yo, why are you like this? Jesus.
Exactly. No, I completely agree with that. And that's, I kind of talked about that on my last podcast, where it's like a lot of creators, they become Christian and they instantly want to just post about Christian content. But actually that can like turn off a lot of people that aren't Christian, when in reality, if you just showcase a really good life online sometimes, people will wonder, why is this person's life so good? Oh, it's because of this. So it's like, I think that's just like the biggest thing as a Christian. It's like, don't force it to people. Just try to live a life that's worthy of people wondering, how do I make my life like that? And showcase those values. And then when it comes to business for you, I mean, you reject stuff, you don't do stuff that's anti-secular and stuff like that. But do you like ever plan on like making your business and faith related outside of social media, where it's like, do you ever plan on making another business? Like I have a skincare brand. I'd say like I'm a Christian founder, so it's like kind of like a Christian brand. Would you ever say like you want to do like a Christian company or anything like that?
I absolutely would. I just can't right now. Obviously soccer's my main priority right now. We haven't really talked about it, but I am a Division I athlete, and I have to prioritize that. Like I love it. I love soccer. It's my passion along with social media, and just finding that balance, because it's tiring, bro. Like it's a lot out of you. It's a lot out of your day, and I just don't have the time and energy to start something right now.
Yeah.
And
hard.
I'm not ready to put soccer down.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I
it takes
love
a
it
lot
too
of time.
much.
You tell me like 6-7 hours a day.
Yeah, I mean, we lift in the morning, train, and then I'll go and I'll train again at night, and then we have meetings and stuff. So it's a big chunk of my day every single day.
I'm surprised you even had time for a relationship then. I actually had a question for you with relationships, because I have a very public relationship. Like my girlfriend and I post her a lot, even though she's not super social media.
Yeah.
What are like the positives and downsides of a public relationship?
So I will say the negatives completely outweigh the pros.
Really?
Well, while you're in the relationship, no.
Okay.
When you break up, yes.
Okay.
I'd say the good side is you get to show off the person you love, you know? Like you get to show I really like what you do with your relationship. Like it's just like people will see it and be like, I want a relationship like that, you know?
Yeah.
And you can once again bring that back to faith, but it's very hard when you break up to balance. First of all, you're going through it, your own heartbreak. You have to balance trying not to stalk the person and like keep up on everything they're doing, especially when they're on social media too now.
Yeah.
Like and then you have to balance how you're going to bring it to social media, because they know everything about your life. And if there's one thing I do regret, it's bringing too much to social media. You kind of know, like I had something I posted a couple weeks ago, and I don't necessarily regret it, because I don't think it was okay what happened. But at the same time, like I wish I didn't even have to think about that. After you break up and you're seeing they're doing stuff on their own, right? They're living their own life, which of course they should. And then they might take a shot at you or something like that, and like stuff happens. I'm not saying this exactly happened to me, but stuff happens, right? And then since it's online, you want to react. And I did react, to be honest. Like I reacted and I spilled a lot, and I think the fact that happened just made me realize like my next relationship probably shouldn't be on the internet unless it's someone that does what I do.
Okay.
And honestly, I'd love to find a girl who doesn't want to.
So would you rather, if you had to pick, girlfriend that does social media or girlfriend that doesn't do social media at all and won't be in your videos? If you had to
Girlfriend
pick.
has already been doing social media.
Okay, so you want to do someone in the middle. You want to take a girl that wants to be an influencer.
Yes, but then I
Okay.
don't. That's a good question. I just don't want to deal with going through a breakup internally and then online as well ever again
Well, then you couldn't have a public relationship.
with the wrong person.
I guess.
I think
yeah.
I would just wait a while on the next relationship. I'm gonna wait until like. Newsflash: if I'm posting about a girl, there's a chance it's not real and like it's just for content. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if there's some, and that was the hardest part. Like, I've had a lot of like dumb drama stuff online, and like none of that was real. But this last one was real. Like, that was like a real like
Yeah.
I loved her so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was real life. So I'm dealing with that on the internet and internally. So it's hard. You know, and I would definitely wait until I'm pretty dang sure like this is the one before I'd bring it online.
That
I
makes
think.
sense.
That being said, there's a chance as soon as I meet her, I'm posting her.
Yeah.
You know,
mean,
like
we
I just
post
know my
everything.
stuff. I post everything.
That's our life.
And it'd be a hard thing to leave off, but it might be necessary. I mean, I know Brady's never posting a girl again.
I don't know about that one. We'll see.
He
We'll
says.
see.
He
He
says.
says, but like it's hard when you are someone that posts your life online, hiding something you put a lot of majority of your time and effort into, and like that is a really viral thing as well. Like people love couple content. It's so hard not to post it. Like
Yeah.
I could. I mean, if I was in a perfect world, I would never like ask Gabby to make videos because she's not super like into social media. I ask her because if I'm spending a whole day with her, and I also have to do my job, like I make videos, like, and I want my videos to do well because it's my job. I can't just like post nothing. Like people love when I post her and they love her.
Yeah.
So it's like if I'm with her all day and I don't post her, it's like I basically have nothing that I can make that day. So it's kind of like
I'm the same way. I was the same way.
Yeah.
It's hard to balance, like, because they don't always want to do it, you know? And
Yeah.
but I have to do my job. And I mean, if they don't want to be in the video, I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
cool.
exactly.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But you definitely have to balance it and like try like. No, like I would never. My point is, you have to try. You can't use them for views. You know, like
Yeah.
you can't do these things. Like obviously, content's content.
Mhm.
Like obviously, when you're posting with your girlfriend, it typically does do better.
Yeah.
But it's hard to find that line between like I'm posting them because I know it'll do good, and like I'm posting them because I love them. You know what I mean?
It's a very blurry line. There's also the third line, which sometimes comes up in my head. Like there's times where it's like, I will post with Gabby, because I know it's a good video. Like, well, I also need to post every day, so I haven't missed a day posting. So I'll post with Gabby because I know it's a good video. But also like, I enjoy making videos with her, even if like in that moment she's like doesn't want to make a video. Like she's not really like an influencer girl. Like, she's never like wanted to make in videos like that. But she will be in my videos like without any complaints, like whenever I need. But like I don't ever force her to make videos. But there's times where I'll make a video purely because I know it'll do well. Or I'll get like a brand deal, and like it needs her in the brand deal. And it's like I think like, okay, am I using my girlfriend in this? Technically, like anytime you make a video with a girl, you're using the girl just like she's using you. So like yes, there's an aspect of using that person, but also like if you're dating to marry, like that is benefiting both of you guys. Like eventually,
Of course, yeah.
you're setting both of yourself up for your future. So it's like if I get a brand deal, that's like wants both of us in it. Why would I reject it when I could do it with her? Yeah, like I guess I'm making money from a video with her, but then I also believe like if this is gonna be my wife, we're both going to
Use
benefit
that.
from that money. And like I basically put all my money away. I invest it where I invest in my skincare brand. So it's like that money's saved for like when I'm married and like when I'm in a relationship like that. So it's like that's like a very hard line because at the end of the day, you can look at any situation as if that person's using that person's setting that person up for the future. Like every single side or every single situation has so many sides and so many angles you can look at it. Just
Yeah.
like glass half full, glass half empty. And if you just look at it a certain way, it's a good, or if you look at it a certain way, it's bad. But it's really hard to like find that line and maintain it. But I definitely think that I've gotten better. Like I used to like make way more videos with Gabby because like, dude, I mean, when you're making videos with your girlfriend and like people love it, you just like keep giving them what they love. But it's like there was a point like when we first started dating, like the first year, like a lot of people thought like I was just like a relationship content creator because I would just post her 24/7 and like
Yeah.
they would all do good, and they kind of slow down. And now it's kind of like I don't really post her too much. Like if we're hanging out a lot and I have nothing else that day that's going on, I'll post with her.
Yeah.
But like I've definitely tried to like not like use her for views because there's definitely been times where it's like I've needed her to help me not fall off or to
Yeah.
help me get viral videos. And that's fully honest. Like, she's definitely helped me.
It's hard, bro,
elevate my
when you're
social media career.
posting. When I try and post 3 or 4 times a day, like, you run out of ideas.
Yeah.
And when you're in a relationship, it's very easy to be like, okay, let's make a video together. You know what I mean? Because
There's so many couple videos.
There's so many ideas, but it's hard to find that balance.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's so much balance that you have to have in just a relationship, but also you have a balance in sports, relationships, school,
I don't know.
content.
Yeah,
That's insane.
It's insane.
Do you have any extra time on your plate to do anything else?
Yes and no. My whole morning's soccer. Then I go to school. School's not too bad, to be honest. Like, I'm not there for a crazy amount of time. And then outside of that, it's filming, posting. I'm on Snap. I'm posting over 100 times a day, balancing that out, spreading that out. Like, it's just a lot, but I love it. Like, I always ask God, like, let me have a lot to do, you know? Like,
Yeah.
like, let me work hard and work through you and, like, be successful and have you know, like, I want to work hard. I love working hard. Like, if I was sitting in my room all day, I'd be miserable. Like,
Yeah.
I hate days where I'm just sitting there and doing nothing. Like, I want to work hard. I want to have goals. Like, you know what I mean?
So what are you working for? What's the end goal with you?
Well, all right. So right now, I mean, I have income from social media. I'm putting all that away. I'm planning on buying my first property. I invest all my money, and then I'm a Division I athlete. I want to continue to get better at soccer. I like making content about it. Like, just continue to show my life, show my faith. Because like we said, it's the most important thing.
Yeah.
And then eventually, I guess after college, or if I find myself in a place where I can do something during college, I'd like to make my own business. Like, I mean, social media is a business, but another business outside of it.
Would you use social media to scale that business?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you'd be
100%.
dumb not to.
Yeah. So then, say, okay, once you're done with soccer, you're done with college, you have all that free time. What are you doing? Like, say 5 years from now, what do you ideally want to be doing? Do you want to be like running your business as a CEO? Do you want to be just making the best videos you can? What do you want to be doing?
That's a good question. I want to. That's a tough question. I mean, soccer's done. I'd love to have a great soccer career, God willing. And then, I guess in 5 years, I'd love to just, I mean, kind of like what we're doing today, bro. Like, get up in the morning, go lift, film, do the stuff we need to do, and then if I had a business, which ideally I would, I'd work on that for the rest of the day, you know?
I see. What's like the biggest business idea that you've had? Like, what would be the thing you'd want to start from, just like right now? If you, obviously this isn't when you're going to start, but if you had to start a business right now, what would it be?
I draw a blank. I think about it all the time, like multiple times throughout the day. I'm like, what can I do? And it's very easy. It's super cool what you did. Like, your passion, skincare, like the brand name's literally Haven. You know what I mean? Like, everything fell perfectly, and like, it's so sick. Like, I would want something like that, but I just don't know what. You know what I mean?
It's hard to find it. Yeah, it felt really well.
And I can do clothing brand. Like, I mean, I'd like what Bryce Crawford does with his like merch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's super sick. I'd love to do something like that. Like, create a business around the gospel.
Yeah.
Spread the word. It's just hard to find what to do exactly.
It's really hard. Yeah. Thank you for the shout out on my brand. I actually have it with me. You told me that you've been using it.
I do use it every day.
Thank you, bro. That's awesome to hear. So guys, if you want like amazing skin like Matty Moore, bro, you have better skin than me. I've had acne like since a little kid, so like I don't have perfect skin, and I don't like going acne or anything like that. So this isn't like a skin cure all be all. And I've also tested out like 20 cleansers and serums on my face in the last couple months, so it's like my face has never been perfect. But dude, you have almost perfect skin.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, when you first gave it to me, I was scared because I've never dealt with acne, right?
Yeah.
And I never put anything on my face. I eat clean and I wash my face in the shower. That's it. And so I was scared. I was like, I don't know. Like, if I start putting stuff on my face, is it going to change? And literally all it's helped me with is my face is not dry anymore. Like, and it's especially when it's cold now. I'll wake up, my face is dry, throw it on, and good to go.
That's awesome. Yeah, and I think it's so nice to hear and like to know that like it won't cause anyone acne, because like that's so much. That was my
biggest fear, to be honest.
Exactly.
Like, I don't put anything on my face, so like, why would I start now? but I actually have found benefit from it.
Thank you.
I brush my teeth and I shower.
Yeah, I know. I
it's the
appreciate
only
it.
other thing I use. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, so many people are scared because all their moisturizers typically do cause acne. And then, yeah, I mean, that's enough of brand promo for me. Oh, producer wants me to mention the new product we have. I'm not revealing it yet, but you've seen it.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the new product?
I think it's gonna be great.
You think it's gonna be great?
Yeah. I can't spoil anything.
You can't
right?
spoil it, no.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Better
It's
than
gonna be a good
moisturizer?
job. I haven't gotten to. I mean, I'll use it more.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten to like fully use it,
Yeah.
but it seems like it's gonna be great.
Okay, bet. Perfect. And then, are you coming to the party?
I am.
You're going to the party. There we go.
I think I'm gonna have to make it a night trip though. I pretty sure I'm gonna have practice the next day, but
That's
if
brutal.
I told you I'm coming, I'm coming.
I appreciate that. Hey, and if we ever need more girl influencers to show up, I'm just gonna say Matty Moore's
Stop.
coming. If we need, you know how clubs like they'll let girls go in for free because like they need to like make it look like
Yes.
cool. If we ever just need more girls, I'll just be like, yo guys,
Here
Matty
we go.
Moore's coming.
Here we
We'll
go.
get a bunch. I'm just kidding. No. I think we'll have a solid amount of girl influencers. We have a lot of the big influencers coming. I'm
That'd be
debating.
cool.
What are your thoughts, actually, real quick before we finish this off? Just one of your thoughts on this, and also your guys' thoughts as well. Should we let it be kind of a little bit more open to influencers or more exclusive? Because like I'm thinking this also is like not just a party, but it's like a marketing thing. So it's like, do I keep it exclusive like I have? So I'm only like really letting like a lot of big influencers in, or do I let a lot of like micro influencers in, who are actually like, the people that would drive the sales, promote the product, and talk about it? What do you think's better?
I would say bring as many people as possible.
As many people as
because, I mean, honestly, obviously the bigger creators have bigger platforms, but smaller creators, it's more niche. You know what I mean? Like if they're promoting something, their followers obviously follow them for a reason. They're more niche, and they're gonna buy what they're promoting.
Exactly.
Obviously, they have to like it, which I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
But I would say, bro, just bring as many as you can. I mean, it can't.
Yeah.
What can it hurt?
Well, that's the thing. It doesn't affect me at all, but I've had a lot of big creators complain to me. They're like, you're not inviting a bunch of small influencers here, because what happens at a lot of these parties, when like you have like the big influencers with like 10, 20 million followers, they're like kind of like the micro influencers are almost like fans sometimes of the big influencers. So it's like turns into like a meet and greet for them. So it's like I'm worried about that happening because we're gonna be inviting like a lot of really big influencers there.
Yeah.
And like the list so far has a lot of big influencers, and like we're thinking about opening it up to maybe some more micro influencers, but like I just don't want the big influencers to get upset because like it's not as exclusive.
Honest opinion,
Yeah.
they can cry about it. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
okay.
that's sick that these people want to be like you and
I
they want
agree.
to do what you want to do. Like, bro, embrace it. You know
I
what I mean?
agree.
Like, be cool. And I get like, it would get annoying if for an hour you're just taking pictures. You can't, because obviously, like, if you're going so you can make content with other people, you can collab. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I get how it would be annoying, and like you
Yeah.
want to just do what you need to do, but at the same time, like, just embrace it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I agree. I mean, I love it. Whenever I go to a party, like people want to like ask me to make a video. I love that.
Yeah.
But like, I've just noticed people like complain sometimes. Like other big creators are like, dude,
It's
like
funny.
this party sucked because like, I just had a bunch of people ask me to make videos. I couldn't even talk to anyone or anything like that. But like, realistically,
Okay, I get that. I get where that would get.
Yeah, but like, you can also say no. If you don't make a video, someone you can just say no.
Yeah, but some people they're too like nice.
Yeah,
I mean, I
yeah.
probably wouldn't be able to say no.
Yeah, and I've never. I don't think I've ever said no to someone making a
Yeah,
video.
no, I haven't either.
So unless they're like mean. Actually, no, I've never said no. Yeah, I literally.
I don't
haven't
even
said
say no when people ask me in public.
Yeah, so you wanna make some videos after this?
Yeah, of course, bro.
Yeah, I'm down. But making sure I've gone over all our talking points as I do for every podcast. I don't want to miss anything because there's a lot of value that I think people can get out of you. What is one business lesson that you've learned that most creators your age overlook?
It's gonna go back to being Christian,
Okay.
but don't idolize views.
Okay.
There was a point where I would freak out if like a video would not freak out, relax, Matthew, but like I would get upset if videos aren't doing well, and like I would actually let it affect my day. And there's so much more to life than your view count. You know what I mean? Like,
Most definitely.
obviously, like we put work into what we're doing. Like we want it to do well, but when you're idolizing that and you're hyper focused on it, you're gonna run into big problems. And I almost had an identity crisis over it, dude. Like, I was like actually upset because my videos weren't doing well for like a month,
Dude.
and like that was when I had to take a step back,
Completely
refocus on God, and then move forward. Because anything you idolize, God will take it away
Yeah.
if he wants to. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you cannot idolize these things. Like, it's super cool what we do, but like the meaningful like relationships you have in life and your relationship with God's so much bigger. Like, pursue your passions, but actually care about like real life things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that's a struggle every single creator in the entire world has dealt with or deals with, because it's like when you do this every day, you sometimes slip into this scenario where it's like you think that your views determine how like your like yourself, like they determine your worth.
Yeah.
Like, I'm worth more because I'm viral right now. Like, everyone wants to make videos with me. I'm worth more. And I think every single creator has fallen into that at some point. Or
absolutely. And I think even if you're not Christian, you should find a way. I mean, I think you should use Jesus, right?
Yeah.
Just have that peace. But either way, find a way to not idolize it, because social media owes us nothing. Exactly. It can go away like that. You know what I mean? Like, it literally owes us nothing. And who are you when it goes away? You know?
I mean, yeah, I agree with you. And it's so cool to talk to you, because I honestly, like, I know a lot of the Christian influencers, but like personal friends, a lot of my personal friends aren't really religious. I've planted the seeds and I've done all I can, but being able to talk to you and like relate to you in a lot of the aspects of religion, I think we have a very, very close faith journey, and like we struggle with a lot of the same things. So I think it's really cool to talk to you and hear your perspective and like bounce ideas back and forth with that, and like how you kind of tie everything back to Christianity is super important for me. So that's kind of, I think, covering everything I wanted to talk about. I want to double check, because I know that I'm gonna finish this episode and be like, oh my gosh, I should have asked him this. I didn't ask him that, but I think that's good. I want to give you the red carpet now, and I want to first ask you, at the end of the day, what does success look like to you? Finish the sentence. Success looks like what?
Whoa. Success looks like a relationship with Jesus Christ, being saved.
Okay. And like your life, now that you have that, what is success to you? What are you working towards? What is the successful
I want
end?
to be very, I can't use the word successful. I want to be very financially stable. I want to set up a life that, for my family, my future family, you know, like I want to get everything together, you know, like financially, spiritually, all these things. Like I want to be set, and then I want to have a beautiful family, beautiful wife, kids.
Okay, fire. And
that's dream life.
Perfect. I actually agree with that. That's dream life as well. And I'm wrapping this up with some fire questions. What is some advice you give to someone in regards to just like succeeding?
Keep God at the forefront, because what does it matter if you're doing it without God? You know,
100%.
like the things of this world, like they're so like, you think it's so fulfilling, but it owes you nothing. Even soccer, I've had to deal with it. Like, it's just so many letdowns. Like, I mean, I've played 1 year of soccer in the last 5 years. Freshman year, didn't play, got cut. Sophomore, junior year, was injured the whole time. Senior year, I got to play. My freshman year of college, I redshirted, I didn't play. You know, and like that letdown made me realize, like, this world owes me nothing. Like, find your identity and your peace in Jesus, and you'll never be let down.
Yeah, it's the only thing that'll fill that hole. But yeah, man, thank you so much. I want to give you the red carpet now for real. And if there's anything you want to shout out or say, any future plans you have, anything that like you want people to know that you're doing, tell the camera.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I appreciate you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the future. I mean, I'm excited for what the future holds. I don't necessarily know where my life's headed, but just letting God take the wheel. And Jesus loves you guys so much, and lean on to Him, because the peace you're gonna find in Him is so much greater than what this world has to offer.
I think it's really hard to find another creator that's very just authentic and honest with how they are as a human, and that's what I've tried to be really authentic with this podcast. And I appreciate you for sharing your story and being authentic with it as well. I really appreciate you helping out, and thank you for making this part 2, making the 4-hour drive here. Insane. Yeah. Thank you, and I appreciate you, man. I pray that you accomplish all your dreams of success, and that we can continue to be friends and continue to be this Christian duo. Yeah. Should we be the next Christian duo? There's no Christian duo. Let's do 2 guys. Bro. Let's do it. I'm down. But thank you guys. I appreciate you guys for watching it. Thank you guys for being here, and I love you guys, and God bless.
God bless y'all.